Hi, welcome to my Java NetBeans tutorial. In this tutorial I'm just going to be developing some arithmetic operator functions. So let's start by selecting Java. Make sure you select this very folder and Java application right there. Click on next. Next thing is give it a name. Let's just call it multiple operations, something like that. Multi operations. Okay, multi operations. Click on next and you see it's creating the project right there. So once the project is created, multi operation right there, the next thing you do is right click on it and go to file, select JFrame Forms. Once JFrame Form is selected, rename that. I'm just gonna call it multi underscore operation right now. No, operator. Let's call it operator. And you come to the package there, give that a name, call it multi underscore operation or operating. Click on OK or click on finish. Now the file is ready and that's our form just loaded. Now we have our form. The next thing is let me add a panel to it. So let me add a panel right there. Yeah, let's drag it. That's alright. And right click on this very panel. So you right click, select the property. Once you right click, select the property, I want to give my border a name, so that's the border right here. Just click on that and come to border title. Look at it right there where you see X and Y. Select that and you give it a name. So I will just call it select option and now click on OK. Why in there? I might as well just increase the font size. Let's increase the font size to something bold and make that 18. So that's fine right there. Click on up here we have tooltip. So let me just say arithmetic functions. Okay, I have my tooltip in place. Click on OK and you see select option. I will just use this opportunity to increase my form about there. Yeah, that's fine. The next thing I'll do is add 3 labels. Let me design the interface and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I might as well just design the interface with you. I have my second label right there and a third label. So I have 3 labels. Now let's get 3 buttons. Get my 3 buttons right there. Couple of radio buttons. 1, 2, okay. And let's get a text box. Text field. 1, 2 and 3 there. Okay, now I have all my components in place. Next thing is I will select all of these components and increase the font size to about, let's increase it to about 18. There. Might as well repeat exactly the same thing to this other component right here. That's 18 as well. So this very label, let's give it a name. I'll call that enter first number. And the second one, as you can guess, will be enter second number. The third one Maybe let's just call that show result. The next thing is you see this very text box. I'm just gonna get rid of the content in it. Does that, and the third one as well. The text box right there, you can see them all. That's the first one. Okay, repeat the same thing for that, and exactly the same thing for that. So what I'll do is now right click on this very text box and just go to the properties and the code where we have the variable name, change that to txt result, and the next one I will repeat the same thing for that. That will be txt second, txt first, change variable. That's another shortcut, txt first, and this will be txt second, change variable will be txt second. Done. Let's now change all the details of this. Right click on it, change variable rb odd, and change the content in there to addition, and this is subtraction. And this is how the system is looking right now. So I'm just changing all the necessary variables. So the next one is rb division, and this is rb mod. Yeah, that's fine. And here is rb modulus operation, rb mode. So we're getting somewhere now. The next one is the variable things. I call that let's change the variables in there to btn validate, and the text content in there, let's change that to validate. Good. And the next one is reset button. Let's call that btn reset, and the text, let's see the text right there, that is reset. Oh no, come on. And then this is exit, btn exit. All of my components are ready. The next thing is just select, go to events, action perform. So the first one I'll deal with is the exit button. So enter the code for the exit button there. So I'll say system dot exit. You can see the info text actually pops up. Just enter that, double click on that, dot exit. So the exit is, let me enter 0 right there. As you can see, IntelliSense actually pops up just like we have it in Visual Basic. So let's go back to the design view. Within the design view, I would like to use my reset button to get all these ones sorted. So let's right click and go back to events, action to be performed, and right here I got my coding area for the reset button. So the first thing is txt first dot, just waiting for the IntelliSense set. You can either look for it, it does take time, so it's good for you to know the code. That's it right there, or you just type it in. So that's it. No, so let me get rid of that and enter my no value. So I might as well just copy this and change the data, the names. So that's second, and the last one is called result. So all of my reset button is set. The next important thing I'll do is, let me come here my text, because I would like the focus to be in this text box. So I would then let me set that to request focus. Okay, so what will happen is once I clear all the data within this box, the focus will go to first name. So let me just try that out. Build. Okay, now let's just preview the system. Okay, that's the system ready for us to try. So I enter my value in there, come in there, enter my other value. As you're aware, this is not working yet, and these are not working neither, but this is supposed to be working, these two buttons. So if I click on reset, that's it, clear the system, and you can see the focus right there. So let's give the exit button a try and continue, and that is it, working as expected. So let's go into the design now, select this very button right here. Most of the operation or most of the action is right here. This is the difficult bit. So let's right click, go into events, action perform, and let's start coding right here. I will start coding by actually caching any of the errors. So I will say try, okay, and I say number format. So what will happen here is, just in case if you enter string data, the system will output the following message. So let me get that ready. Plain that show message. Okay, that's fine. Let's show message dialog, and that will be nothing. Enter a valid number. Now let's say valid number. Okay, that's fine. And comma, let's give it a title. This is just numbers. Okay, that's the title right there. The next thing is I'm gonna need a comma there, JO option, and plain dot, there we go, double click on that there, and that's my information message. All I just need now is enter a semicolon right there. Good. So my message box is ready. Okay, let's go up here. You see right up here, I will declare some variables that I'll be using to carry out my calculations. So let me use double in this case. Double num1 equals double dot paste. So that's first number dot get. I'm actually getting something now, so first number will be get, and I'll center a semicolon right there. So I can always just copy this and change the content, change the variable 1 to 2, paste that there, change this to 2, change that to 2, and this to second number. Now I finished declaring my variable, but I'm not happy with the time. This is taking too long, so I'm just going to pause it right there and speed up the rest of the coding process. And here is the code, or here are the code that finish up the coding process, just to speed up this program right there. You guys see that? This one is just a message box. Okay, right here is if any of those option boxes are not selected, these are the message box that will come up. So you can see if not selected, and if the second one is not selected, the same thing for the third one, and so on. And this is the message box that will pop up. You see that right there? Okay, look at that. There's just one more thing to do. So let me go to the design view. I actually forgot to group these buttons. I ought to have grouped them. Let me show you the error that will happen when I run the program. And right here is the program. I can always enter any value here. Okay, and enter whatever I like here. Go to addition. Click. That is correct. But if I select division, you can see the addition is still highlighted. If I select subtraction, you can see that. So it's actually causing confusion. So I actually need to use button group. So let me go back and get that sorted right here. There's a component called button group. There we are. I think, yeah, right there. Okay, let's bring it here. I'll now use that to group my buttons together. Since the button group is now introduced onto the system, since it's now introduced onto the form, so each of these, I'm going to make them all to belong to one group. So I'll come here to the property right here. Look at it, button group, select. It belongs to group 1. They all belongs to the same group. Repeat the same thing for the second option button, the third option button as well, the fourth, and so on. And that way get rid of the problem that we had earlier on. Okay, that's it done. So let me just save my work and maybe center this form. Click on property and come to general center. Just check that, and I think that'll be it. Yeah, click on OK and run the program. Let's see. First thing first, compile and run the program. That is it right here. You can see my form is now dead center. So if I enter, let's say I enter any number there, and that's what you get. If I reset and click on the value, you see a message box pops up advising me to enter some data in there. Click on OK. Enter. Maybe let's say I enter strings. That's what happened. And click on OK and come in here. Now enter correct value. Select division, modulus, subtraction, and you see that, guys. So that's how you develop a mathematical operator in Java Bean environment. I know it's been a long tutorial, I'm sorry about that, and I promise to cut the other tutorials short. So you have a nice day now. But on the other hand, if you do need this code, you can always send me an email. You have a nice day now.